Success usually comes to those who are too busy to be looking for it. Don't watch the clock. Do what it does. Keep going. The harder you work for something, the greater you'll feel when you achieve it. Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. Opportunities don't happen. You create them. Dream big and dare to fail. Don't stop when you're tired. Stop when you're done. Success is walking from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. Your limitation, it's only your imagination. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Life is 10% what happens to us and 90% how we react to it. In the middle of every difficulty lies opportunity. The best way to predict the future is to create it. You only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. Believe you can, and you're halfway there. Act as if what you do makes a difference. It does. The purpose of our lives is to be happy. Every moment is a fresh beginning. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today. Strength does not come from physical capacity. It comes from an indomitable will. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. It's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get up. Do what you can with all you have, wherever you are. Hardships often prepare ordinary people for an extraordinary destiny. Failure will never overtake me if my determination to succeed is strong enough. The struggle you're in today is developing the strength you need for tomorrow. Courage is one step ahead of fear. Don't wait for opportunity. Create it. Creativity is intelligence having fun. Keep your face always toward the sunshine, and shadows will fall behind you. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. Do not wait to strike till the iron is hot, but make it hot by striking. Optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. Think big, start small, act now. Don't be pushed by your problems, be led by your dreams. A positive mindset brings positive things. Start where you are, use what you have, do what you can. Happiness often sneaks in through a door you didn't know you left open. Leadership is the capacity to translate vision into reality. If you want to lift yourself up, lift up someone else. Don't let the fear of losing be greater than the excitement of winning. The best revenge is massive success. A goal without a plan is just a wish. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Success is how high you bounce when you hit bottom. Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. Great things never come from comfort zones. If you can dream it, you can do it. Thank you for watching. Remember, these quotes are more than just words. They are tools to transform your mindset and your life. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe for more motivational content. See you in the next one. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Well done is better than well said. Tell me and I forget. Teach me and I may remember. Involve me and I learn. Lost time is never found again. Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. By failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. He that can have patience can have what he will. Energy and persistence conquer all things. Do not squander time, for that is the stuff life is made of. Beware of little expenses. A small leak will sink a great ship. Without continual growth and progress, such words as improvement, achievement, and success have no meaning. Genius without education is like silver in the mine. Diligence is the mother of good luck. Don't put off until tomorrow what you can do today. Never leave that till tomorrow, which you can do today. When you're finished changing, you're finished. The doors of wisdom are never shut. To succeed, jump as quickly at opportunities as you do at conclusions. You may delay, but time will not. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Happiness consists more in small conveniences or pleasures that occur every day than in great pieces of good fortune that happen but seldom. A penny saved is a penny earned. Honesty is the best policy. 'Tis a great confidence in a friend to tell him your faults, greater to tell him his. Hide not your talents. They for use were made. What's a sundial in the shade? Be at war with your vices, at peace with your neighbors, and let every new year find you a better man. To find out a girl's faults, praise her to her girlfriends. We are all born ignorant, but one must work hard to remain stupid. Freedom is not a gift bestowed upon us by other men, but a right that belongs to us by the laws of God and nature. Justice will not be served until those who are unaffected are as outraged as those who are. Keep your eyes wide open before marriage, half shut afterwards. A house is not a home unless it contains food and fire for the mind as well as the body. If passion drives you, let reason hold the reins. He that is good at making excuses is seldom good at anything else. Being ignorant is not so much a shame as being unwilling to learn. Life's tragedy is that we get old too soon and wise too late. What you seem to be really. The only thing more expensive than education is ignorance. He that lies down with dogs shall rise up with fleas. To lengthen thy life, lessen thy meals. Words may show a man's wit, but actions his meaning. Beware the hobby that eats. Time is money. The best way to see faith is to shut the eye of reason. To err is human. To repent, divine. To persist, devilish. God helps those who help themselves. Who is wise? He that learns from everyone. Who is strong? He that conquers himself. Who is rich? He that is content. Who is that? Nobody. Experience keeps a dear school, but fools will learn in no other. Distrust and caution are the parents of security. Rather go to bed without dinner than to rise in debt. If you would know the value of money, go and try to borrow some. He who falls in love with himself will have no rivals. Where liberty dwells, there is my country. It is the working man who is the happy man. It is the idle man who is the miserable man. Eat to please yourself, but dress to please others. Content makes poor men rich. Discontent makes rich men poor. Wish not so much to live long as to live well. Search others for their virtues, thyself for thy vices. The way to see by faith is to shut the eye of reason. A place for everything, everything in its place. Necessity never made a good bargain. When the well is dry, we know the worth of water. The Constitution only gives people the right to pursue happiness. You have to catch it yourself. There are 3 faithful friends: an old wife, an old dog, and ready money. The discontented man finds no easy chair. You will find the key to success under the alarm clock. The eye of the master will do more work than both his hands. An open foe may prove a curse, but a pretended friend is worse. Beware of the young doctor and the old barber. Many a man thinks he is buying pleasure when he is really selling himself to it. Glass, china, and reputation are easily cracked and never well mended. Do not fear mistakes. You will know failure. Continue to reach out. The absent are never without fault, nor the present without excuse. Life is a kind of chess, with struggle, competition, good and ill events. There never was a good war or a bad peace. Eat not to dullness, drink not to elevation. Think of these things: whence you came, where you are going, and to whom you must account. A good conscience is a continual Christmas. In wine, there is wisdom. In beer, there is freedom. In water, there is bacteria. It is easier to prevent bad habits than to break them. The heart of a fool is in his mouth, but the mouth of a wise man is in his heart. The only way to have a friend is to be one. We do not stop playing because we grow old. We grow old because we stop playing. If you would be loved, love, and be lovable. When the people find that they can vote themselves money, that will herald the end of the republic. Write injuries in dust, benefits in marble. Keep thy shop, and thy shop will keep thee. He that has begun has half done. Drive thy business, let it not drive thee. Who is rich? He that rejoices in his portion. A false friend and a shadow attend only while the sun shines. Sell not virtue to purchase wealth, nor liberty to purchase power. It takes many good deeds to build a good reputation, and only one bad one to lose it. Speak ill of no man, but speak all the good you know of everybody. Be slow in choosing a friend, slower in changing. Honest men are the soft, easy cushions on which knaves repose and fatten. If you would not be forgotten as soon as you are dead, either write something worth reading or do something worth writing. When you run in debt, you give another power over your liberty. Trouble knocked at the door, but hearing laughter, hurried away. Doing an injury puts you below your enemy. Revenging one makes you even with him. Forgiving it sets you above him. A true friend is the best possession. When the well's dry, we know the worth of water. A life of leisure and a life of laziness are two things. There will be sleeping enough in the grave. Be studious in your profession, and you will be learned. Be industrious and frugal, and you will be rich. He that would live in peace and at ease must not speak all he knows or judge all he sees. There are no gains without pains. The use of money is all the advantage there is in having it. He that is of the opinion money will do everything may well be suspected of doing everything for money. A small leak will sink a great ship. Who is wise? He that learns from everyone. Who is strong? He that overcomes his bad habits. Who is rich? He that is content with what he has. Who is that? Nobody. He that rises late must trot all day and shall scarce overtake his business at night. Want of care does us more damage than want of knowledge. Do not anticipate trouble or worry about what may never happen. Keep in the sunlight. The noblest question in the world is, what good may I do in it? Let the child's first lesson be obedience, and the second will be what thou wilt. Educate your children to self-control, to the habit of holding passion and prejudice and evil tendencies subject to an upright and reasoning will, and you have done much to abolish misery from their future. Search others for their virtues and thyself for thy vices. The things which hurt, instruct. If you desire many things will seem but a few. Wise men don't need advice, fools won't take it. Money never made a man happy yet, nor will it. The more a man has, the more he wants. If you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. Contentment makes poor men rich. Discontentment makes rich men poor. It is easier to suppress the first desire than to satisfy all that follow it. A countryman between two lawyers is like a fish between two cats. Do not fear mistakes. You will know failure. Continue to reach out. The best way to predict the future is to create it. The way to see by faith is to shut the eye of reason. He that drinks his cider alone, let him catch his horse alone. An egg today is better than a hen tomorrow. The discontented man finds no easy chair. In this world nothing is certain except death and taxes. He that is rich need not live sparingly, and he that can live sparingly need not be rich. Do good to your friends to keep them, to your enemies to win them. A brother may not be a friend, but a friend will always be a brother. Let thy discontents be thy secrets. To lengthen thy life, lessen thy meals. Where there's marriage without love, there will be love without marriage. If you want to be remembered after you are dead, either write something worth reading or do something worth writing. Experience is the best teacher, but a fool will learn from no other. No nation was ever ruined by trade. Employ thy time well if thou meanest to gain leisure. As we must account for every idle word, so must we account for every idle silence. If you look younger than your age, it means that you have to face the difficulties of the time very well. A man wrapped up in himself makes a very small bundle. Absorb what is useful, discard what is not, add what is uniquely your own. Do not pray for an easy life, pray for the strength to endure a difficult one. Be water, my friend. Knowing is not enough, we must apply. Willing is not enough, we must do. The successful warrior is the average man, with laser-like focus. Mistakes are always forgivable if one has the courage to admit them. A goal is not always meant to be reached, it often serves simply as something to aim at. If you spend too much time thinking about a thing, you'll never get it done. Adapt what is useful, reject what is useless, and add what is specifically your own. To hell with circumstances, I create opportunities. The more we value things, the less we value ourselves. Empty your cup so that it may be filled. Become devoid to gain totality. Real living is living for others. Obey the principles without being bound by them. A quick temper will make a fool of you soon enough. Take things as they are. Punch when you have to punch. Kick when you have to kick. The possession of anything begins in the mind. Don't fear failure. Not failure, but low aim is the crime. The key to immortality is first living a life worth remembering. Life itself is your teacher, and you are in a state of constant learning. Defeat is a state of mind. No one is ever defeated until defeat has been accepted as a reality. As you think, so shall you become. It's not the daily increase, but daily decrease. Hack away at the unessential. Knowing others is intelligence. Knowing yourself is true wisdom. Do not allow negative thoughts to enter your mind, for they are the weeds that strangle confidence. Be happy, but never satisfied. The less effort, the faster and more powerful you will be. Notice that the stiffest tree is most easily cracked, while the bamboo or willow survives by bending with the wind. Choose the positive. You have a choice. You are master of your attitude. The stillness in stillness is not the real stillness. Only when there is stillness in movement does the universal rhythm manifest. Be self-aware, rather than a repetitious robot. A wise man can learn more from a foolish question than a fool can learn from a wise answer. If you love life, don't waste time, for time is what life is made up of. The doubters said, "Man cannot fly." The doers said, "Maybe, but we'll try." And finally soared in the morning glow while non-believers watched from below. I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Do not be tense, just be ready. Not thinking, but not dreaming. Not being set, but being flexible. All knowledge leads to self-knowledge. Using no way as way, having no limitation as limitation. A fight is not won by one punch or kick. Either learn to endure or hire a bodyguard. Be aware of wonder. Live a balanced life. Be a practical dreamer backed by action. Man, the living creature, the creating individual, is always more important than any established style or system. You must be shapeless, formless like water. When you pour water in a cup, it becomes the cup. Preparation for tomorrow is hard work today. The spirit of the individual is determined by his dominating thought habits. Man, the living creature, the creating individual, is always more important than any established style or system. The successful warrior is the average man with laser-like focus. In the middle of chaos lies opportunity. Be pliable. When a man is living, he is soft and pliable. When he is dead, he becomes rigid. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. The less effort, the faster and more powerful you will be. All fixed set patterns are incapable of adaptability or pliability. Do not run away. Let go. Do not seek, for it will come when least expected. Concentration is the root of all higher abilities in man. Knowing oneself is the beginning of all wisdom. Time means a lot to me because you see I am also a learner and am often lost in the joy of forever developing. If you truly love life, don't waste time because time is what life is made of. To know oneself is to study oneself in action with another person. Those who are unaware they are walking in darkness will never seek the light. What you habitually think largely determines what you will ultimately become. The consciousness of self is the greatest hindrance to the proper execution of all physical action. Knowing is not enough. We must apply. Willing is not enough. We must do. I am not teaching you anything. I just help you to explore yourself. Love is like a friendship caught on fire. Take no thought of who is right or wrong or who is better than. Be not for or against. To me, defeat in anything is merely temporary. Empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water. Learning is a constant process of discovery, a process without end. A good teacher protects his pupils from his own influence. Do not allow negative thoughts to enter your mind. All knowledge is ultimately self-knowledge. Do not deny the classical approach simply as a reaction, or you will have created another pattern and trapped yourself there. If you always put limits on everything you do, physical or anything else, it will spread into your work and into your life. There are no limits. There are only plateaus, and you must not stay there. A wise man learns more from his enemies than a fool from his friends. True observation begins when one is devoid of set patterns. To spend time is to pass it in a specified manner. Be self-aware. Don't just be a robot. I'm not in this world to live up to your expectations. The idea is that flowing water never goes stale, so just keep on flowing. The will to win is not nearly as important as the will to prepare to win. In order to taste my cup of water, you must first empty your cup. If you want to learn to swim, jump into the water. The usefulness of the cup is its emptiness. All motion is cyclic. Everything changes, nothing remains without change. Man, the living creature, the creating individual. Art is the expression of the self. Life is wide, limitless. Adaptation is the key to survival. Practice makes improvement. Do not regret the past. Make it a lesson. A flexible mind helps adapt to change. Self-awareness unlocks the path to mastery. Fear is the greatest enemy of success. Be water, adaptable, and flowing. A great teacher ignites curiosity. Simplicity is the key to brilliance. Live with intention, act with clarity, and adapt with grace. Honesty is the first chapter in the Book of Wisdom. I cannot live without books. Do you want to know who you are? Don't ask. Act. Action will delineate and define you. In matters of style, swim with the current. In matters of principle, stand like a rock. I like the dreams of the future better than the history of the past. Whenever you do a thing, act as if all the world were watching. Nothing gives one person so much advantage over another as to remain always cool and unruffled under all circumstances. Determine never to be idle. No person will have occasion to complain of the want of time who never loses any. It is wonderful how much may be done if we are always doing. It is neither wealth nor splendor, but tranquility and occupation which gives happiness. Never spend your money before you have earned it. I'm a great believer in luck, and I find the harder I work, the more I have of it. The most valuable of all talents is that of never using two words when one will do. Do not bite at the bait of pleasure till you know there is no hook beneath it. The man who reads nothing at all is better educated than the man who reads nothing but newspapers. The tree of liberty must be refreshed from time to time with the blood of patriots and tyrants. Nothing can stop the man with the right mental attitude from achieving his goal. A mind always employed is always happy. Delay is preferable to error. Pride costs us more than hunger, thirst, and cold. walking is the best possible exercise. Experience demands that man is the only animal which devours his own kind. On matters of principle, stand like a rock. I have sworn upon the altar of God eternal hostility against every form of tyranny over the mind of man. He who permits himself to tell a lie once finds it much easier to do it the second time. When angry, count to 10 before you speak. If very angry, count to 100. The greatest service which can be rendered any country is to add a useful plant to its culture. It is always better to have no ideas than false ones. An enemy generally says and believes what he wishes. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. Commerce with all nations, alliance with none, should be our motto. Educate and inform the whole mass of the people. I hope our wisdom will grow with our power and teach us that the less we use our power, the greater it will be. Peace, commerce, and honest friendship with all nations, entangling alliances with none. No government ought to be without censors. The spirit of resistance to government is so valuable on certain occasions that I wish it always to be kept alive. It takes time to persuade men to do even what is for their own good. I never considered a difference of opinion in politics, in religion, in philosophy, as cause for withdrawing from a friend. How much pain have cost us the evils which have never happened? Never trouble another for what you can do yourself. Errors of opinion may be tolerated where reason is left free to combat it. An informed citizenry is at the heart of a dynamic democracy. The earth belongs to the living, not to the dead. He who knows nothing is closer to the truth than he whose mind is filled with falsehoods. We must not let our rulers load us with perpetual debt. Every human being must be viewed according to what it is good for. Laws and institutions must go hand in hand with the progress of the human mind. No man will ever bring out of the presidency the reputation which carries him into it. Every day is lost in which we do not learn something useful. I have no ambition to govern men. It is a painful and thankless office. If you want something you've never had, you must be willing to do something you've never done. Money, not morality, is the principal commerce of civilized nations. Our liberty depends on the freedom of the press, and that cannot be limited without being lost. To compel a man to furnish funds for the propagation of ideas he disbelieves and abhors is sinful and tyrannical. Bigotry is the disease of ignorance, of morbid minds. Nothing is unchangeable but the inherent and unalienable rights of man. It is error alone which needs the support of government. Truth can stand by itself. Truth is certainly a branch of morality and a very important one to society. Freedom is lost gradually from an uninterested, uninformed, and uninvolved people. In truth, politeness is artificial good humor. Ignorance is preferable to error. When the people fear the government, there is tyranny. When the government fears the people, there is liberty. I hold it that a little rebellion now and then is a good thing. Timid men prefer the calm of despotism to the tempestuous sea of liberty. Every difference of opinion is not a difference of principle. Force is the vital principle and immediate parent of despotism. Enlighten the people generally, and tyranny and oppressions of body and mind will vanish like evil spirits at the dawn of day. The happiest moments of my life have been the few which I have passed at home in the bosom of my family. Do not be too severe upon the errors of the people, but reclaim them by enlightening them. Reason and free inquiry are the only effectual agents against error. It is part of the American character to consider nothing as desperate. The greatest danger to American freedom is a government that ignores the Constitution. Be polite to all but intimate with few. He who receives an idea from me receives instruction himself without lessening mine. Those who labor in the earth are the chosen people of God. He who loves reading has everything within his reach. Let us in education dream of an aristocracy of achievement arising out of a democracy of opportunity. I believe every human mind feels pleasure in doing good to another. The world is indebted for all triumphs which have been gained by reason and humanity over error and oppression. Happiness is the aim of life. We do not have government by the majority. We have government by the majority who participate. An honest heart being the first blessing, a knowing head is the second. Freedom is the right to question and change the established way of doing things. Health is worth more than learning. To preserve our independence, we must not let our rulers load us with perpetual debt. Great innovations should not be forced on slender majorities. Information is the currency of democracy. Equal rights for all, special privileges for none. It is the trait of lawyers to question everything, yield nothing, and talk by the hour. War is not the best engine for us to resort to. The cement of this union is the heartblood of every American. A well-informed citizenry is the best defense against tyranny. Nothing is more unequal than the equal treatment of unequal people. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. An educated citizenry is a vital requisite for our survival as a free people. The boisterous sea of liberty is never without a wave. There is no justification for taking away individuals' freedom in the guise of public safety. Let us be guardians of the liberty of our people. The price of freedom is eternal vigilance. Education is the foundation of a free society. Let us cultivate the tree of liberty. A little revolution now and then is a good thing. History in general only informs us what bad government is. No occupation is so delightful to me as the culture of the earth. I never will, by any word or act, bow to the shrine of intolerance. Laws and institutions must advance as human knowledge increases. Rightful liberty is unobstructed action according to our will within limits drawn around us by the equal rights of others. Commerce is the only thing that can bring people together. Let every man judge for himself. Let us go forward and make this nation great again. A democracy cannot survive without wisdom. A wise and frugal government will leave men free to regulate their own pursuits. I prefer dangerous freedom over peaceful slavery. An injured friend is the bitterest of foes. Power is not alluring to pure minds. Religion is a matter which lies solely between man and his God. To learn, you have to listen. To improve, you have to try. The happiest society is the most moral. We are all created equal yet uniquely endowed. Harmony is the soul of all true freedom. Let us strive to do what is right, even when it is not easy. The harder you work, the luckier you get. When you lose a match, you learn more than when you win. I always try to be the best I can be, and that's my mentality. Every match I play with the same passion because it's my job. There are no limits to what you can achieve. Life is short. Take every opportunity you can. I don't chase dreams. I make them happen. Football is a game of mistakes. Whoever makes the least wins. My secret is simple. I just love the game. You don't win on talent alone. You win through hard work. I'm constantly working to be the best I can be. I always want to be better than yesterday. If you don't try, you'll never know your limits. I'm not afraid of taking risks. You can't grow if you don't try new things. Winning is a habit. Success is a choice. You must believe in yourself first. That's where everything starts. Being on top is not easy, but it's worth it. When you work hard, your efforts will pay off. Success doesn't come overnight. It takes time and patience. I believe in hard work, and I believe in the power of never giving up. There's always something more to achieve. Never stop. It's not about being the best. It's about being better than you were yesterday. I'm not playing for records. I'm playing for the team. To be successful, you have to be relentless. The harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. I've learned that through adversity you become stronger. When you stop working hard, you stop growing. There's no shortcut to success. You have to earn it. Football teaches you how to overcome challenges. I never back down from a challenge. Becoming great isn't easy. It requires sacrifice. The best version of yourself is the one who keeps striving. The world is full of opportunities. You just have to grab them. I set goals and I do everything I can to achieve them. Success isn't always about winning. It's about giving everything you have. I've always aimed to be the best, but the journey is what makes it worth it. In life, you must always fight for your dreams. To succeed, you need focus, dedication, and perseverance. In every defeat, there is a lesson to be learned. A champion is made in the moments when no one is watching. Talent is important, but determination is key. You're only as good as the work you put in. There are no obstacles when you have the right mindset. Never settle for mediocrity. Always strive for greatness. Dream big, work hard, stay humble. I believe in my ability, and that's my strength. You can't succeed if you don't put in the effort. It's all about making the right choices every day. No matter how difficult, I'll always fight for what I want. Being the best means constantly challenging yourself. If you want something, go for it with everything you have. Being a winner is about perseverance. Success is the sum of small efforts repeated every day. I learned that failure is a part of success. My passion for the game is what keeps me going. Don't wait for opportunities. Create them. The key to success is consistency and commitment. Work hard in silence. Let your success be your noise. Don't just dream. Make your dreams come true. A champion is someone who gets up when they can't. The journey to success is filled with challenges, but that's what makes it worthwhile. Success is a combination of preparation, hard work, and belief. Be fearless in the pursuit of what sets your soul on fire. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It's the courage to continue that counts. I know the importance of hard work and dedication. You don't achieve greatness by taking the easy route. If you want something, you have to earn it. Talent will take you far, but hard work will take you further. Greatness is achieved through hard work, focus, and passion. If you want to be the best, you have to make sacrifices. No one can stop you unless you stop yourself. The best players never stop improving. If you're not giving your best, then you're not doing enough. The road to success is never easy, but it's always worth it. I always aim for the top because that's where I belong. Every time you face a challenge, you grow stronger. Success is a result of your attitude and mindset. It's not about being better than others, it's about being better than you were yesterday. I push myself to the limit to be the best. A true champion rises above all obstacles. I never make excuses, I just get better. Focus on the process, not just the result. If you don't believe in yourself, No one will. The road to greatness is always under construction. The key to success is believing in yourself and your dreams. When you work hard and believe, success follows. I've always been passionate about football, and that passion keeps me going. There are no limits, only possibilities. A winner is someone who never quits. Talent without working hard is nothing. I see myself as the best footballer in the world. We don't want to tell our dreams. We want to show them. I'm not a perfectionist, but I like to feel that things are done well. Your love makes me strong. Your hate makes me unstoppable. Without football, my life is worth nothing. Dreams are not what you see in your sleep. They are things that do not let you sleep. Dedication, hard work all the time, and belief. I'm living a dream I never want to wake up from. There is no harm in dreaming of becoming the world's best player. I'm not afraid of anything. That's my mentality. I want to consistently play well and win titles. If we don't believe in ourselves, no one else will. Why lie? I'm not going to be a hypocrite and say the opposite of what I think. If you don't believe you are the best, then you will never achieve all that you are capable of. We should make the most of life. Enjoy it, because that's the way it is. To be the best, you need the best. I never tried to hide the fact that my only goal is to be the best. I've never played to be second best. Mental strength is as important as physical strength. I don't mind people hating me because it pushes me. I want to be remembered as part of the group of the greatest players ever. I have my flaws too, but I am a professional who doesn't like to miss or lose. I am who I am because of the difficult times I faced in my career. I am not worried about the Ballon d'Or. Winning is the most important thing to me. I'm always trying to be the best, but I'm also aware that I'm part of a team. Records are made to be broken. When you are talented, you have to prove it every day. I work hard every day to be at the top of my game. Don't let small obstacles be in the way of being victorious. Scoring goals is a great feeling, but the most important thing to me is that the team is successful. My motivation comes from playing the game I love. Every season is a new challenge to me, and I always set out to improve. I want to consistently play well and always improve. I'm proud to play for my country and to give my best in every match. Without dedication and hard work, success is impossible. I always want to play well and win titles. That's my mentality. I see myself as the best footballer in the world. There's no point in making predictions. When I win, it's my team that deserves the credit. My teammates make me better. Without them, I couldn't achieve my dreams. Football is a team game. I don't play to be famous. I play to be successful. I'm not just a player. I want to be a leader on and off the field. You win games with your head, not just your feet. Teamwork divides the task and multiplies the success. The strength of the team is each individual member. Without unity, we are nothing. Leadership is not about giving orders. It's about inspiring others. Life is about choices. The better your choices, the better your future. It's not about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. I don't have to show anything to anyone. There is nothing to prove. Enjoy the moment because life is unpredictable. Keep pushing forward no matter how tough it gets. The harder you work, the luckier you get. You must dream big and put in the effort to make those dreams come true. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. You only fail when you stop trying. Greatness comes from within. You have to believe in yourself. Success doesn't come to you. You have to go to it. It's not enough to be good. You have to be great. Becoming great requires sacrifice, discipline, and dedication. The future belongs to those who work hard today. Believe in your dreams, and the rest will follow. I don't want to be compared to anyone. I want to be unique. The best advice I've ever received is to always be humble and never stop working hard. Don't chase fame, chase greatness. Money is important, but passion drives me. Being humble is as important as being confident. Dreams are achieved with hard work and patience. Never give up on what you love. You can achieve anything you put your mind to. Success is about dedication and passion. Let your work do the talking. Never stop dreaming. Great things take time. Hard work always pays off. Passion is the fuel that keeps you going. Be stronger than your excuses. Stay focused, stay determined, and stay positive.